how's it going YouTube? I am Landon. Have you guys ever reminisced of movies that you've watched as a kid? And also let me know what top 10 videos you guys want to see next. Okay, well let's not waste time. Let's get right into it. This is the best time Disney movies of all time. So this list is based on how much money the movie has made at the box office worldwide. So starting the list and coming in at number 10, we have Monsters University, and they made $743 million. This is a 3D computer animated comedy film produced by Pixar Animated Studios, and it was released by Disney Pictures in 2013. It's a sequel to the movie Monsters, Inc. that was released back in 2001. The main cast was John Goodman, he played Sully Sullivan, and Billy Crystal, who played Mike Wazowski. The Chronicles of Narnia comes in at number 9. And I'm talking about The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. They made $745 million at the box office. It was released back in 2005, and it's about 4 kids who travel through a wardrobe to a land of Narnia. They go on an adventure with the guidance of a mystical lion. The movie was directed by Andrew Adamson. The Chronicles of Narnia was made from a series of 7 fantasy books, and that was by C.S. Lewis. The directors made another 2 after this one, 2008 and 2010, but those movies, not so successful. And Disney didn't even get involved in a 3rd movie. Alright, so where's that fish? Well, Finding Nemo comes in at number 8. And they made a whopping $936 million. So the movie was released all the way back in 2003. And because of its success, it was turned into a 3D movie. Elbert Burks played the character of Marlin in the movie. Ellen DeGeneres was even in it, and she did the voice for Dory. She did an amazing job. This is Ellen's 6th movie that she's been in. The budget for the movie is $94 million. Finding Nemo went on to be the best-selling DVD of all time, with over 40 million copies sold. So guess what? There's gonna be a new Finding Nemo movie starring Ellen DeGeneres, and it's gonna be released in 2016. Moving right along into number 7, we have The Lion King, and they brought in $987 million. The movie is one of the oldest movies on this list, coming out back in 1994. I was only 4 years old when this came out. The budget for the movie is only $45 million, which also makes it the lowest budgeted film on this list. The Lion King is a 30-second animated feature in the Walt Disney Animated Classics series. The movie was originally going to be titled The King of the Jungle, but then Disney realized that lions don't live in jungles, and they kind of made a mistake. Well, they almost made the mistake. So they went with the new name, The Lion King. So what made more money than The Lion King and making more than $1 billion? We're talking about Alice in Wonderland. They made about $1.02 billion. And this comes in at number 6. The movie came out in 2010 starring Johnny Depp. There was an older Alice in Wonderland way back in 1951. The movie is about a 19-year-old Alice returns to a magical world from her childhood adventure, while she reunites with her old friends and learns her true destiny to end the Red Queen's reign of terror. The movie was directed by Tim Burton. This is one of his most successful movies to date. And because of its success, there's another movie coming out in 2016. It's in post-production right now, and the movie is going to be called Through the Looking Glass. So now at number, we have Toy Story 3, and they brought in $1.063 billion. And this is of course at the box office worldwide. It came out back in 2010. The toys are mistakenly delivered to a daycare center right before Andy leaves for college, and now it's up for Woody to convince the other toys that they weren't abandoned and that they should return home. The cast behind the successful movies is Tom Hanks as Woody, Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear, Joan Cusack as Jessie, and yes, that's John Cusack's sister. Moving on to Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, who brought in $1.066 billion, just beating out Toy Story 3 by about $30 million. Well, this puts them at number 4. This action-adventure fantasy movie came out in 2006, starring Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow, Orlando Bloom as Will Turner, and Keira Knightley played Elizabeth. The movie's about Jack Sparrow races over to recover the heart of Davy Jones to avoid enslaving his soul to Jones's services. Pirates of the Caribbean is one of the most successful franchises of all time. Altogether, the movies brought in $3.7 billion, and the budget that was spent to produce them, $1 billion. And for all you Pirates of the Caribbean fans out there, there's gonna be another movie coming out 2017. And what gets even better than that? We're talking about Iron Man 3. And this comes in at number 3. And this movie made $1.21 billion at the box office. It's really weird that a lot of these movies on the list are like the 3rd installment of the movies. So this movie came out in 2013 starring Robert Downey Jr. He made $75 million for this role. He's usually one of the top highest paid actors every year. The budget for Iron Man 3 was $200 million. So almost 50% of that money went to Robert Downey Jr. It was produced by Marvel Studios and distributed by Walt Disney Studios Motion Picture. And it's the 7th installment in the Marvel cinematic universe. There was talks about a fourth movie, but nothing has been official as of yet. And that's because Robert Downey Jr., he's demanding too much money. Alright, at number 2, we have the newest movie on the list, and we're talking about Frozen, that was released in 2013. This movie brought in $1.2 billion, putting it at number 2 on the list. The budget for the movie was only $150 million, and the movie profited big time. This movie has been one of the most talked about of 2013, 2014, and now 2015. It stars Kristen Bell, Idina Menzel, and Jonathan Groff. Disney has announced at the company's annual shareholders meeting in San Francisco that there's going to be an official sequel to the movie. I'm sure they're very excited because the first movie made over $1 billion. Do you guys think that the second movie will do just as good? Is it going to surpass $1 billion? So the only Disney movie to outbeat Frozen, and we're talking about the Avengers. They brought in $1.5 billion. So this is number 1. This is another Robert Downey Jr. movie. No wonder this guy's made so much money. This movie has a huge cast as well, with Chris Evans, Mark Ruffalo, Chris Hemsworth, Scarlett Johansson, Tom Hiddleston, Samuel L. Jackson, and many, many more. This is the only movie on the list that's profited $1 billion. And the budget to make it was only $220 million. So the movie was based on the Marvel cast. So I'm talking about Iron Man, Captain America, you have Hulk, Thor, Black Widow, Hawkeye. I mean, so it's no wonder this movie made so much. You take all these successful characters and all these successful franchises, put them together, boom, and boom, you have Disney's most profitable movie of all time. So there's going to be an Avengers Part 2, and it's coming out pretty soon, and it's being called Age of Ultron. It's going to be so sick. Who's going to watch it? In the comment section below, put hashtag I'm watching the Avengers too. Well, there you guys go. That was the top 10 best Disney movies based on how they did at the box office worldwide. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video next week. So what did you guys think? What movie did you think should have made the list, or was at number 1? What is your favorite Disney movie of all time? And don't forget to tell me what top 10 you guys want to see next. And if you guys want more videos, look over to your left. One of the videos is the top 10 fastest ways to travel, and you might want to check it out. Okay, bye.